everyone, Abby here with ScrappinAbby, and I have just another video for you. I really feel like I have so many side videos just for this one card, but there's just so many different techniques and products and different things that I'm doing on this, and I really wanted to kind of break out little videos if I could, just to kind of share with you some different things. So in this one, I'm going to be sharing with you how I'm going to use little strips of cardboard that I have left from when I added the base layer to this card, which is the corrugated cardboard. I'm going to be using this as my ribbon, so to speak, and I'll show you what I mean by that. I've got some other things on this little piece of paper. It's the inside of the card, but I'm just going to show you on there so you can see a little bit closer here. Okay, so what I did is I'm just using this as a piece of ribbon or trim or anything like that. And I thought that'd be kind of a cool way to incorporate more of the cardboard look into the card in the project, since that's what I'm using a lot of on this particular card. So I'll kind of show you up close. I got one piece that's not glued on yet because I'm saving that for, yes, another video for off this card. So you can see that there's the base layer of the corrugated cardboard right here, and you can see it on the side. I just love how that looks. So what I'm going to be doing is adding a few of these into the little cluster of flowers I have here. So I'm going to zoom in just a little bit closer so we can really kind of focus on that. And I want to see if I need to turn this off or on. Let's see. Still a learning, kind of getting familiar and used to my webcam. I'm not new to using webcams. That's not what I mean. I'm used to filming off my Avario, so just trying to get used to the little little nuances and things like that. So what I did, let me kind of put this over here so I don't lose it. Get this out of the way. And this is a really piece of ugly cardstock, but I use it for inking and different things like that. So going to put this one over here, and I just took this little strip here because I was kind of looking around for some different trims and stuff, and I thought, well, why not just use this little piece that I have here so it doesn't go to waste since I already have it. And I don't throw these kind of things away. I always keep this kind of stuff too. So that's what we have here, and I'm basically just peeling off little strips of it, and I'm going to get a few. I'm probably going to do maybe 3. I kind of like to cluster thing in odd numbers. Kind of trying to want to get into the layers here and kind of get some of the more fibrous looking pieces if I can. Plus they're a little bit softer, so they will form more like a ribbon. And the way to get around that, if you do have a really stiffer kind of piece, is just to keep working it in your hands like this, and that breaks down those fibers so they're a little bit loose. I'm using some coordinating distress ink in Walnut Stain from Tim Holtz, and I'm going to go out just a little bit here, and that's what I've been using throughout the card. You don't have to do this step. I just like all of my edges and things distressed. I just like how that looks. So that's just a total personal preference. And I'm going to do both sides since this will be folded in half. Just kind of getting that in there. I'll do this one here. This one's a little bit thinner, so I'm probably going to get more of my fingers than I am the actual piece of cardboard. But hey, it's okay. It's all going to work out just fine. That's part of the crafting for me, is getting all inky and painted, your fingers all full of paint and Mod Podge and gesso or whatever else it is you're using to craft with. So, all right, we'll close that up. We'll save that piece. It's off to the side. And then now I'm just going to fold these into the shape that I want, as far as like, having it kind of curl over a little bit here. Let me see. Okay, here we go. And I'm just using a little bit of hot glue. You can use whatever you want. I just happen to have it on, so I'm going to do that. Just kind of looking to see which part I want to be on the outside. And I think I like this side better. Okay, so I'm just going to put a little dot of glue down here at the base of this. And then you're basically just going to form, your ribbon, like all the different support ribbons and things for like breast cancer and in my case trigeminal neuralgia. So it's kind of where it's a little bit offset like that. That's how I want it to look. So we're going to do this with the last one here, and I really like how grungy this one is. It almost looks like a strip of the Tim Holtz's grunge paper. I love that stuff. I need to break that out and actually start playing with that again some more. I haven't used that in quite a while. on projects. So there I have basically 3 faux ribbons, or whatever you want to, you know, kind of call it. Get that paper out of the way, and that glue string's trying to steal one of my pieces. I don't want to lose that butterfly. All right, so what I'm going to do is just kind of figure out the placement or where I want these to go, just kind of basically just playing around. So I think I'm going to try tucking this one in under here. I think I kind of like how that looks. Yeah, we'll do that. And again, you can use whatever adhesive you want. I'm just using the glue gun because that's what's plugged in currently. Ah, I'm trying to get it to stick together there. It's starting to come apart on me a little bit. There we go. Get that glued back together. You stay where you're supposed to. Now my fingers are so used to touching hot glue that this does not hurt me at all, but just be very careful if it's your first time to use. Oh, and you know what? That is my girl Michelle calling me, so I'm going to pause and I'll be right back. Okay, ladies, sorry about that interruption. Very exciting conversation I just had with Michelle. And if you want to know what that was about, then you, ladies and gents, are just going to have to go check out her YouTube channel. It's her name, Michelle Scott. And of course, I will put a link in the description box below. I don't know when she's going to be posting it or anything like that, but just keep checking back on her channel. And yeah, so that's all I'm going to say about that. So sorry about the interruption there. Let me just kind of zoom out just a tad bit. All right, so I have the 2 little strips here. I stopped and ate dinner too, so I had to wait for my glue gun to get hot again. So kind of a little bit of time's passed since I last filmed this part, so I'm trying to remember what I left off on. Okay, so I went ahead while I was chatting with her, I went ahead and glued the one on a little cardboard, you know, piece right there. And then I just went, the other 2 I put together. I'm just going to kind of figure out where I want to put these as well. Just another, you know, I think another way to use the different materials and supplies that we have. Recycling, upcycling. I know a lot of us crafters out there really like doing that and kind of, you know, repurposing things, turn them into something different, and just kind of, you know, making, you know, use of different supplies and things that we have. So I know I'm all about that. I love that kind of thing. So, and to me, I know Earth Day, you know, has its own special day, one day a year, but it's kind of like my mindset almost all year because I love using upcycled and recycled things and repurposing them, not just in my crafting, but even like, you know, home decor and stuff like that. So I'm just kind of seeing if I want to put one in them. I think this one's a little bit thinner. No, this one's a little bit shorter though. Let's try and see if I can tuck that little dude in there. I don't think I like that. I might end up maybe just using 2 of these, not 3, because I don't want to make it look too wonky. Let me get this one back. I kind of smashed it when I was doing something on my desk. So let me get this back to that little loopy loop that I had. There we go. So, well, maybe I'll stick it right there. I keep kind of going to that same spot, or even underneath that leaf. How does this one look that's longer? So this is the kind of chatter that you ladies are missing out on when I'm doing, when I put the music to my videos and stuff, because I'm sitting here just talking to myself and talking to the different supplies and materials that I'm using just to see if I like it there, or, you know, if it's going to be its permanent spot or what have you. So I think I kind of like how that looks. So let's do that. I'm going to trim this one down just a little bit because I don't want it sticking up quite that high. So I might have to re-glue it. We'll see. So it doesn't pop apart. Yep, just put a little bit of glue back in here again. Always changing. And sometimes when I, you know, will make little embellishments like this or even pull out a different craft item, I may not ever end up even using it. And then it's just prepared for a future project. So sometimes, you know, things don't make it on the actual project themselves. They just kind of was an idea, and if it doesn't look good or, you know, I don't think it fits right, then I won't use it. You know, it's kind of like a trial and error with this for sure. Let's put a little bit of glue on the back side of that. And I know it's hard to see because I got my fingers right in the way, but I'll show you once I get it done, to get it all put together. I'm just going to grab my little thing here and kind of give that a good press down so it adheres. And then I'm going to stick something down over top of that so you don't see the little bit of glue and you don't see kind of that rough edge there. So no worries about that. And I think I might want to use this little flower while I'm at it. Just kind of tuck that in there. We'll kind of see how that looks. So yeah, I think I like that. So we'll do this real quick. Even though this was supposed to be all about the cardboard strips. That's almost going to call them cardboard strips. Do this since I am thinking about it and just kind of be one step closer getting this card done. Okay. There we go. Just made like another little tiny text spot there. Now we're just going to do the same thing. A little bit of glue on the back side. And I'm going to put some a little bit on the top too, because I'm going to push that leaf down so it kind of, you know, sticks together. Oopsie. There we go. Get that down inside there where I want it to go. Perfect. Just kind of, let me use my bone folder for this part actually. Oop. Got my tools flying around all over the place. Kind of give a little bit of a press. There we go. And now it's just kind of peeking out there. So I think that looks really cute. Let me turn off the thing there so I can show a little bit better. So just little pops of the cardboard, and something I'm going to do to finish the card, which you'll see in the tutorial, it'll kind of make these a little bit pop a little bit more too, but just a kind of a fun little, you know, video just to share with you how I'm using some, you know, leftover pieces of the cardboard from the base of this project and turn them into little cardboard strips. So just kind of making little decorative pieces that kind of, you know, add a little bit more visual interest and dimension and texture to the project. So I hope you ladies and gents enjoyed that part, and if you do this already, please comment below and let me know, because I would love to know how you use the different little scrap pieces of cardboard left over from projects into your either existing projects you're working on or future projects down the road. And this focus thing is driving me banana nutcakes. There we go. All right, I'm gonna get back to it so I can get this card finished, and I will see you all next time. So happy scrapping, happy planning, and happy crafting, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.